Now, right now, I have, first of all, if you have not watched the new Dollar Tree haul that I did tonight, I don't know what's going on. Okay. I thought we was here. But if you did not watch it, the new Dollar Tree haul, I don't know. I don't know, friend. I'm gonna have to question your loyalty. Okay, I don't know. Now, absolutely love Dollar Tree dumplings. I mean, hands down the best of the best. But the best ones is beef. I thought I had it figured out when it came to the dumplings game, right? Because they have pork, beef, and chicken. I said, "Oh, the chicken is good." No, 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 no. Nowhere near the beef. The chicken can't touch the beef. Okay. And let me know in the comment section if you guys like Dollar Tree dumplings, because I definitely do. All right. They like $3, I believe. Yeah, like $3. Really, really, really good. Okay. And so when I was at Dollar Tree doing the haul tonight, I had purchased some more sriracha the sriracha ranch sauce. Okay, this is the new bottle. This is the old bottle, and when I tell you this stuff is so, oh my god, it's so good. So I'm gonna put. Oh, I should have did the chili first. Oh no, I should have actually did the. Honey, I completely forgot to put the sauce, the dumpling sauce. And you know what? I've been watching this lady, this another content creator. I mainly see her on Facebook, Amanda Lee. Oh, her content is so good. Oh my goodness. I think she only do like short form videos, but her content is absolutely amazing. Her content is really good. And so I've been watching her, and she eats a lot of dumplings. And since I've been watching her, honey, I've been finding myself going back to Dollar Tree, getting a dumplings. These are so good. I remember when they had went viral on when they had went viral on TikTok, these dumplings. One second, family. But I remember they had went viral on TikTok, and I would see like a lot of content creators eating these, and I would be like, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna try them." And honey, once I start trying them, honey. All right, so I put the dumpling, the soy sauce, the packets on here already. Now I'm just gonna go in and pour some more of the sriracha sauce. Now, if you are not a fan of like spicy stuff, you may not want to get this. And what I noticed about Dollar Tree is when they carrying like a sauce or something and they say like is not really hot, like the hot tolerance, you see, it has two. Some of the things Dollar Tree say that is like a one, honey, that thing need to be a three. Okay. But this is a little spicy, just a little. Now, if you are an OG like me, right? If you could handle spicy stuff, then you ain't gonna have no issue with it. Okay. But I was a few times I had to, clear my throat. You get what I'm saying? And then Dollar Tree also sellers. I remember I was one of those girls who would be like, I don't do no darn Dollar Tree. Honey, I was too bougie. Okay, look at this. All right, I gotta get another spoon. Okay. Now, Dollar Tree also have the smoky. Hey, Soraya, peace to you, baby. Peace to you, peace to you. Are you the girl that I seen at Dollar Tree in Bellevue? Cause that name sound familiar. Um, but listen, so Dollar Tree also have the smoky apricot barbecue sauce. Now this heat level is a 1. Okay. And um I feel like this would be way better on some wings. You get what I'm saying? But oh thank you. But on here, so on this first set over here, okay, we got um the sriracha ranch. Okay. And then on this dumpling set, I'm gonna just go ahead and put the smoky apricot barbecue sauce on. And honey, we gotta talk about the public transportation, okay? And I done gave you guys some stories about how it's real out in these streets. If you honey, if you catch public trip, you know it's real out here, okay? I gotta tell you about the guys. I can't make this up. I can't make this up even if I wanted to. I cannot make this up. Hey Drew, hey David. Okay. I don't know about this one. The smoky apricot barbecue. I don't know if I should have put that on here. But we'll see. Another thing that I got from Dollar Tree is this Wild Bill's drink. And this is strawberry cream, naturally flavored oldie fashion soda pop. Okay. And this is a cream soda. Pick up this. Brother, you asked me where I live. What you mean, where do I live? Honey, who you working for? Where do I live? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the crunchy chili onion sauce. Now, honey, when I tell you, when you see some of these people like doing like the mukbangs and stuff like that, it just makes you want to try the stuff. And then I have my ice. I have some, so I had purchased the ice tray from Dollar Tree that has like the pumpkin shaped ice cubes. So I had purchased it, and I will show you my ice cubes, but honey, it don't make sense because they pretty much melted and you can't even really see it. All right, so let's see. That's pretty much how it looks. So earlier, I had went to the Dollar Tree. Whoo, god darn. This thing is really good. You could tell that is I guess fresh because it don't taste flat at all. Really strong. Now, so I had went to the Dollar Tree that's probably, I want to say, about an hour away from me. Well, probably not an hour, probably like 45 minutes away from me. And so I went there and I did a video. After I did the video, I was on my way back home. And what I noticed is, now I know there's some loving, kind, masculine men, okay, that are operating from their masculine energy. Okay. Because we all have two. We all, like the females, we have a masculine part of us and we have a feminine part. If you're a female, it should be more so feminine than masculine. Okay. If you're a male, it should be more so masculine than feminine. Then I guess depending on like if you gay, right? Or if you gay, you could be more so in your feminine energy or whatever. But sometimes with things we see a lot, we see like sometimes like the roles are reversed. Okay. And I definitely was like more so in my masculine energy before. And what really helped me was going through my spiritual awakening, right? I really don't care for saying spiritual awakening, but um going through that and just looking at the things that I would do, right? And then also reading, because there's a great book by Dr. Joseph Murphy called The Power of the Subconscious Mind. And in that book, there was a young lady who was married twice. And Dr. Joseph Murphy, she didn't understand like why she was attracting these type of men, right? The men, they were like effeminate. Effeminate means they pretty much operating from their feminine energy. They more so in a feminine energy as opposed to their masculine energy. Men that's normally in a feminine energy, they driving a female car, those are the ones that probably, they want to go 50-50. The ones that pretty much expect the woman to do, most of the stuff, in a relationship. Now, one of the things that this young lady who was keep attracting effeminate men, she didn't understand like why she was attracting these type of men. And like pretty much she was the one that was in control, like in that in that marriage. And one of the things Dr. Joseph Murphy asked her was, you didn't know that your second marriage, like you didn't know that the guy was like effeminate. You didn't know that he was more so like in his feminine energy. And she said no. And a lot of times it's because, we've been so caught up on jumping from one relationship to get into the next relationship. It doesn't say if she was white or black. What was she white? I don't think that really matters though. But we get so caught up in getting into these different relationships, and you don't take a moment to pause to see like how is it that you attracting these type of individuals. That's the most important thing, like to look at your life and see whatever is going on in your life, like how are you attracting it? Like why are you attracting these things? Because it's okay to point the finger and say, oh well, my ex did this, my ex did that, but you attracted your ex. And so you need to see like what was your role, because evidently, okay, you attracted your ex. So instead of you pointing a finger, you need to look at yourself and see, what part did I play in this? All right. So getting back to the bus, okay. So I'm on there, and what I notice is there's men, okay, and I'm not talking about like, teenage boys. I'm talking about grown men, okay. Tonight I'm on a bus, and it's this older lady, okay? And I want to say she probably like in her 60s, 67, 60s or 70s. And the seats in the front are pretty much taken. But there's 3 seats in the front that's occupied by men. And it was this one guy who pretty much he wasn't getting up. Okay. And the lady, she was, she was older, and you can tell, like, what I noticed by catching up. First of all, one of the things that if you want to get the best observation of people, take public transportation or go to the park. I remember I used to hear people say that they people watch. And at that time, I wasn't like, so much so like confident, the way I am. Like I grown drastically, but I wasn't, when they said they people watch, because growing up, you would hear, I heard, don't keep staring at people. And if people stared at you, you ask them like, why are you staring? But all of that is because of the self-image, how you view yourself. See, you view yourself a certain way, and you think that other people see you the way you see yourself. They don't. They see you the way they see themselves. Okay. So anyway, so I love catching a bus. Okay. I'm on there. I observe everything. And so I see the older lady. She's on there, and she has to stand up because none of the guys would get up and give their seat to her. They just would not budge. And she was standing up holding on to, the pole on the bus. And so I just felt like it was my duty. All right. So I said, it was two guys that was sitting down, and they was very kind about it. So I asked them, I said, is it okay if she could, if she could sit there, right? And they was very kind, and they was like, oh yeah. Cause one of them, like, they had their bag or so there, and they moved the bag and let the lady, sit. But it's so many times that I'm on a bus and I just see like the guys, they will not budge. They do not, they will not. I guess they say, shoot, I paid for this seat, I'm not getting up. They will not get up. It was a few incidents where as though they got up and they would let, an older lady sit, or they'll let someone who has a child sit and stuff like that. I mainly see men that do that, like if it's a lady who has a baby, a child with her. When I go to like the Spanish, like when I'm in Union City, okay, it's predominantly Latin, right? It's predominantly Spanish. You see the men, they get up. They will get up, okay? But child, not for nothing. Yeah, well, that's something different. If you offer your seat and they decline it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the ones where as though the woman get on a bus and the seats in the front is mainly taken up by men, and the men just like they don't even offer, they don't, you know what I do? Energy speaks. Energy speaks. So when I get on a bus, right? It was a few times, and I can tell sometimes, like, maybe the person on a bus don't want people to sit next to them. Okay, I could relate because sometimes I feel that way. Okay, but other people pay for the bus. Okay, so I mean, it's not your personal vehicle. But I do feel that way sometimes. I could relate, if I'm being honest. But every time I get on, I remember it was a few weeks ago. And let me tell you something, from the teenage, and everything is based upon how you carry yourself. How you carry yourself and your demeanor, your aura. Because remember, people feel energy. They can feel your energy before you open your mouth. They can feel it. So it's so funny. Last week, well, a few weeks ago, it was this younger kid. He was a teenager, and he was sitting on the outskirts of the bus, right on the seats on the bus, and he was sitting on the outskirts. And one of the things, like I could tell, like he pretty much didn't want nobody to sit next to him. So, but I was like, can I sit? Can I sit there, that seat right there? And he was like really kind about it. He was like, yeah, sure. And then it was another guy last week. Okay, this guy last week, really when I got on, he was. I asked him, could I sit there? And I could tell, right at first, I guess he really didn't want nobody sitting next to him. But I don't know. Like we just started talking. He started telling me how he overcame cancer, which was really, really good. I don't know, instances like this, the people that just start talking to me, telling me whatever it is that they're going through in life. I just sit there. I have my book because I'm always, everywhere I go, I have a book. Okay, I'm always reading. Public transportation, I'm always, so if you ever see me, I have a book with me. Okay, because I'm always reading, especially when I'm trapped, when I'm going back and forth to the different Dollar Trees. And so he let me sit, and then he was telling me what was going on in his life and stuff. Oh, because his pants. I was like, I think I sat on his pants or something. He had some shorts on. And he was like, no, it's okay. He very kind, very, very kind. Let me tell you something. You attract what you are. Okay. And there may be some instances where as though people may come into your life, but for the most part, you attract what you are. And whenever certain things come into your life, is all about, are you going to stay there, right? Are you going to stay, are you going to allow that thing to affect you? That's really what it's about. That's the name of the game, energy. Are you going to give that thing your energy? Are you going to stay or allow that thing to defeat you? Right? And if you allow that thing to defeat you, okay, then basically you saying that thing is more powerful than you. And I know that's not true. I know that's not true. This drink right here, my first time trying it, so good. So something is good when your nose keep itching. I don't know if it's just me, but when my nose keep itching, it's good. You 12 years old. Your parents know you on here, and your ankle swollen. You have a scrape. How you get a scrape on here? Let me tell you, you gotta try the dumplings from Dollar Tree. If you like chicken, do the chicken thing. Do the beef. Okay, do the beef. Oh, are you okay? Well, as long as you're okay. That's good. What was you playing? This is really good. Really, really good. Oh my goodness. never knew Dollar Tree sold, it baffled me so bad. Okay. When I went to Dollar Tree and I seen that they sold the crunchy chili onion, I was like, oh my goodness. Who knew? Normally, I would get this from Trader Joe's, and not for nothing. Trader Joe's have a crunchy onion chili sauce, but it's an orange one. I do not care for that. Mm-mm. I do not. Mm-mm. I do not care. This one is so much better. So much better. And it's $1.25. I mean, so much better. Hands down better. Lately, I've been drinking a lot of sodas. I mean, a lot of water too, but mainly a lot of soda. Hey, Amanda. All right. So this one is the Wild Bills. This is, well, both of them was Wild Bills, but this is the orange cream one. I gotta try it for you guys. That was just in this hue so I could drink it. When I tell you these are strong, they are really strong. So this one is like the Dreamsicle Vanilla Orange. Pure cane sugar, caffeine free. Oh, and it says lightly carbonated. There's nothing lightly carbonated about this. Oh, hey, Freddie. Freddie, I haven't seen you in a long time. Where you been, Freddie? That's why I said I hope all is well, because I haven't seen you. Now, when you go, oh, working hard. Okay, Freddie. Now, when you go get the dumplings, I just want you to try them from Dollar Tree, okay? This video, of course, is not sponsored, but let me not say of course, okay? But this video is not sponsored. When you go to Dollar Tree, go get the beef. Listen. Listen to me and listen to me good. Like my aunt, she would say to me when I was a kid, Listen to me and listen to me good. When you go, now I think a lot of times they run out of the beef because all the other times that I would get the dumplings, I went and see the beef. Get the beef dumplings. You could even go to the Asian market and get them. The beef dumplings. But I want you to get these sauces. Now, if you're a person that can't tolerate heat, stay out the kitchen. No, if you're a person that can't stand, like if your heat level is very like sensitive, don't get the sauce, okay? Because if you can't take hot sauce, Frank's hot, which is not hot to me. You know, when I was a kid, one of the things my father would do, so we tend to do what we see growing up, right? And when I was a kid, my mother, she sucked her thumb. And so seeing her do that, I sucked my thumb when I was a kid. And one of the things my father did was to break me out of that habit. He would put hot sauce on my thumb. And I'm talking about young. I had to be probably like 4 years old. He was putting hot sauce on my thumb. Okay. To break me out of that habit. And so what wound up happening was I grew up to start really liking hot sauce. That's how I really, started eating hot sauce. And then when that didn't work, he put some type of I don't know what the heck this thing was, but it was something that tasted so nasty. It was like it tasted like medicine or something. And he put it on your thumb, on my thumb, so I could stop sucking it. Once he did that, oh honey, I stopped. Okay. Where was I going with that? Honey, I done forgot. I was gonna tell you guys why. Oh, so that's how I started, liking hot sauce. So Frank's hot sauce is not hot to me. If you can't deal with Frank's hot sauce, you're gonna say this is way too hot for you. Okay. But I'm telling you, go to Dollar Tree. Get you one of these. The Sriracha Ranch. Okay. Listen, honey, I'm giving you some, I'm telling you some stuff that's really good. Okay. So you gotta hear me, you gotta listen. Now, you're gonna get one of these. You're gonna get the dumplings, but beef. Hear me. If you eat chicken, you eat beef, you may eat pork. The dumplings, I don't think I ever tried the pork ones. I always did mainly the chicken and now I'm doing the beef. The beef is so much better. Now, you're gonna take of course the little packets that come with the dumplings and you're gonna pour it on here on the dumplings. Then you're gonna take this sauce, you're gonna pour it on the dumplings, and you're gonna get this from Dollar Tree. Okay, this chili sauce. This is where I got it. And you're gonna put it on top. And if you really want to top it off, okay, you get one of these that's stronger than fire. You get one of these that's strong as hell. I mean, you know how you drink a soda and it may be flat, flatter than somebody's butt, okay? But when you drink this, now they say it's good, especially the straw. I love strawberry. Strawberry, the Dream side vanilla. I thought no, the Dreams is it the Dream? Oh no, the Dream Sickle Vanilla Orange was really good. Hey Mike, peace here, baby, peace here, peace here. What's really good is the strawberry one. Now, they say that this has pure cane sugar and caffeine free and lightly carbonated. Is nothing lightly carbonated about this, okay? But if you want something that's good, Try this. Okay, if you drink soda, try this. Oh, thanks, Mike. Try this. I appreciate it. Try this. Okay, the well bills. Like I said, me, I do strawberry. They have strawberry and then they also have orange. Go to Dollar Tree and get this. You gonna thank me. Okay, you're gonna be like, Dina, where have I been? And I'm gonna say, see, I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you. I be trying to tell you folks, putting you folks on some good stuff. But you gotta listen. You gotta be teachable. I tell my children, my youngest children that. Well, even sometimes my oldest children, are you teachable, right? But this is so good. When I was in Dollar Tree, I started to get 3 of these because I was like, oh, I could just get 3. But the beef ones was pushed in a bag. I mean, there was a guy there, and he was tall. I was like, damn, I should have just asked him if he could get it for me. This is like really, really good. All right. So this one, I poured the smoky apricot barbecue sauce on here. I don't know if I should have did that. When it comes to the cream soda, I mean, strawberry, it got the orange one beat. So let's try the sauce that has the apricot. I felt like I should have I should have poured this on here. But I said, you know what? I'm going to try the apricot because I just feel like the barbecue apricot, it should be on wings. It should be on chicken or something. You get what I'm saying? Honey, I done forgot the star of the party. This. Honey, what I was thinking. Now, the apricot is good. But to me, this tastes way better. The sriracha ranch. It tastes so much better. Honey, who you telling? Invisible. Ciao. So good. And I've been seeing a lot of people, like a lot of content creators, like just eating dumplings. Especially the lady on Facebook named Amanda Lee. She loved dumplings and pickles, okay? And pepperoncinis. The hot peppers. Oh my goodness, now those are good. I didn't even know Dollar Tree sold those. I had picked up some from. I said, "Oh my goodness!" There's so many things I didn't know they sold. Who knew? Thank you, Aaron. This is a combination in heaven. Now, I know I poured, I don't think that I would be using this again on the dumplings. That's how I feel right now. Now, tomorrow may be a different story. Right now, I feel that way. But this on the dumplings, so I think it's because of the ranch. And to me, I don't even really taste the ranch like that. But I do taste the sriracha. I remember once upon a time I would eat the dumplings and I would just put the little packets on them. Honey, I was missing all the fun. I was missing out on the party. Not dressing the dumplings up the way they deserve to be dressed up. You get what I'm saying? They need to be dressed up like they really needed to be dressed up. And I was half stepping. Now I'm big stepping. You get what I'm saying? Big stepping. Now this one, the sauce then came out. I don't have a microwave. I threw my microwave out a long time ago. When I was on, I want to say, reading the books and stuff, um, books from Dick Gregory, uh, what's the other guy name? Damn it, what's the other guy name? Oh, Dr. Lily Africa. When I was reading day books and I was watching videos too, and they talked about the microwaves. I do my microwave. Honey, I haven't had a microwave. I go through these periods in my life where so I just start throwing stuff out. Like right now, my box spring is like in a hallway, like the closet part, but I need to bring it out. I just thought, like, if I feel, and it's a law, a universal law, um, yum yum sauce, yum yum sauce. That sauce sounds familiar. Yum yum sauce. I think I have. You know what I do? I go to the supermarket. Whatever looks fancy, I buy it. You know, like if it looks fancy, like this, I believe I had yum yum. So is it red? Cause I done tried so many things where as though I don't, and that's even when I got a Dollar Tree. When I got a Dollar Tree, it's times where as though I'm like, I think I brought this before. And then oh, I did buy this before, but it's this stuff right here. It's an oil. Orange, yum yum. I'm almost certain I purchased yum yum sauce because it sounds so familiar. Yeah. I have to see a picture. I have to see a picture. But I went to like stuff like this. And let me tell you something. The marketing team, they know exactly what they're doing. They put this stuff in a fancy, dress it up, fancy package, dress it up so you could purchase it. Okay. And sometimes I may be a sucker for that. All right. So this is just organic extra virgin olive oil. First cold press. And I got this today because I said I wanted to try something new. I wanted to try something different. Normally I don't cook with olive oil because the heat level, right? Normally I do grapeseed oil or avocado oil because the heat level with those two oils, they are intentionally for high heat, okay, for you to cook with. So this one, um, I had purchased, and it was all just because of the way it looked. That was mainly it. That, if I'm telling the truth, okay. Um, but I always been a person that when I go out, like I like trying different things, you know, trying different things and don't do the same as that. You know, it is really boring. If you're a person that every day you're doing the same exact thing and um being around the same exact people every day. Now, your family, yeah, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, if you doing the same exact thing every day, damn it. That is so. If I get like that, okay, whereas though like I'm it was once upon I remember years ago, I used to say I was a homebody. And that was mainly because I grew up mainly around my grandmother, who was really, really wise. Um, and I grew up around my grandmother, and one of the things she was a homebody. Well, since I started reading, and and I'm talking about books that pretty much, challenge you. You could say self-help books or whatever you want to call them. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Um, and those books, I can't be in the house. Okay, every day I have to go out. I cannot. My spirit has gotten to the point where as though I cannot do the same exact thing. It becomes so uncomfortable. Whereas though I have to do something different. It really, really becomes uncomfortable. And so when I'm on the phone with my sister or my oldest children, um, I ask them like, "You went out, right? Like you in the house, right? Like I mean." And I ask them, and I'd be like, "Dad, you don't be bored being in the house because nowadays I have to go out. I just have to." And I think mainly because of the books I read is the books that I read, and is I remember hearing Bob Proctor say this. He said, when you become aware, right, with self-awareness, when you become aware, you would never go backwards. And even sometimes, like when I'm doing Dollar Tree hauls, is sometimes like even today, I was waiting for the bus and it said one bus, it stopped running at 2. And it was a part of me that was like, just go home. Just, go home. You could make you something to eat. Just get, just relax, get in the bed. Well, I did say on the weekends that I wasn't gonna upload. But I just feel like it gives me something to do. Like I absolutely love what I do. I love making content. I love making videos. I absolutely look forward to it. And so as I'm there, I crossed the street so I could start waiting for the next bus. The next bus, at first it said like 24 minutes. And then I was like, I seen one bus that was going in the direction of me going home. And I said, I could catch that bus right now. And then it was another part that was like, nope, go to Dollar Tree. And I went to Dollar Tree. You know, you gotta, I know a lot of times we feel like we want people to keep their word to us. Like we feel like, well, they should tell me the truth. But sometimes we have to look at, oh, do we tell ourselves the truth? Right? Because that's a part of self-love too. Telling ourselves, oh, this is another thing. So, listen, a few years ago, so every year my children have this, their school has this thing called Trunk or Treat. Whereas though it's like they have a DJ. I put it on my page last year on YouTube. And I think the year before last was like, no, that wasn't my first time. That was my second time going to the Trunk or Treat. But so the school, my children's school, they have this like, the school yard is they turn it into like a Halloween theme. The kids, they have their Halloween costumes. It's really, really nice. They have a DJ, they have candy. It's Trunk or Treat. People bring their vehicles and they dress the car up, like the trunk of the car, which it be open, and then they have like the candy and stuff in there. Really, really nice. And so last year I made it up in my mind, like I'm joining the PTA. I'm joining the PTA. Now this is a person that used to feel like timid, shy, I would talk to you, but I really had to fill you out before I, really talk to you. Pretty much to myself, unless like I'm with family and stuff like that. And now that, I'm still pretty much to myself unless I'm still with family, like my children and stuff, or my sister, or, my homegirls or something like that. But I really got at like my comfort zone, and every day is like a new day. Like, what are you doing to challenge yourself? Like, what are you doing to get out of your comfort zone? What are you doing to grow? Right? What are you doing to face yourself? Like, because I mean, if you can't face you can't face no one. It's okay for you to be a nasty person. I'm not saying it's okay, but it's easy to be a nasty person to people. But the biggest challenge is to deal with yourself. To face you. That's the challenge, to face you and put yourself in check. And so last year I was like, you know what? I'm going to join the PTA. I'm going to join the PTA. And let me tell you how when you say something, God is like, okay, you said you was going to join it. So last week, my children, even me bringing my children to the park every day is really... At first, I would make all these excuses. I'm tired. I done did so many Dollar Tree hauls. But one of the things that I seen was the more I bring my children to the park and they start, having relationships with the other kids, like playing and talking and, things like that, self-confidence, it boosts. Okay, they do better in school. That's what I observed. Okay, in my situation with my children. Okay, so every day, for the most part, I bring them to the park. every day. No, unless something comes up with my youngest daughter or something like that. But for the most part, I bring them to the park. I challenge myself. I don't care how many videos I did in a day. I'm still gonna bring them to the park. I'm still gonna do it, right? And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna join the PTA. So last week I was at the park, and this beautiful lady her daughter goes to the same school as mine, and my daughter absolutely loves her daughter. Her daughter is probably like 3 years older than my daughter. And so she came to the park, and she was like, me and her started talking because I seen her a few times, and I would normally just say hi to her. But we like had a conversation last week, and she was like, "Oh, you going to the meeting?" And I was like, "What meeting?" She was like, "It's a meeting at the school tonight." And I was like, "What meeting?" And she was like, "The PTA." Now, remember, I said that I was going to join the PTA, and it's so funny because that day I had told my youngest daughter, Amani, I sent the email to her teacher, like, oh, I didn't receive the PTA form. So, that I could join a PTA. And all this time I be seeing, all these movies, and not for nothing. I always thought like PTA was mainly for white people. That's what white parents and stuff like that. That's mainly, that's what I thought. And so this year I joined the PTA. I'm so proud of do you ever say how proud you are of yourself? Like, I want you to start telling yourself how proud you are. Even if it's something so small that you have done, start telling yourself how proud you are. Because the more you tell yourself how proud you are, you're not looking for other people to tell you that you're not looking for other people to tell you that they're proud of you, right? You're not seeking outside validation because you're telling yourself these things. And I'm so proud of myself because and I went to the meeting. I could have said, no, I'm tired, right? But I went to the meeting. It was probably like about 10 people there, 10 or 11, probably 10 or 12 people there. And I went there, stayed to the end. And was it hard? No. Was it getting out of my comfort zone? Absolutely. Absolutely. It was getting out of my comfort zone. But did it kill me? No. And one of the things that you want to understand and get is this. If you're a person that says you want your self-confidence to go up, you want to be more confident, challenge yourself. Keep your word to yourself. When you tell yourself you're going to do something, do it. Because if you can't trust you, but you want other people, you want people to tell you the truth, but if you can't trust you, what type of people you think that you're going to attract? People that you can't trust. And it's not so much you can't trust them. It's really that you don't trust yourself. But it may appear that you say, I don't trust this person. No, it's not that you don't trust them. You don't trust yourself. To listen to your intuition when your intuition telling you you shouldn't date that person because that person is no good for you. And you like, nah, I'm going to change them. How did we get on that topic? Right? No, I'm going to change them. No, they never had a woman like me before. I'm going to change them, And how well did that work out, honey? How well did that work out for your love bug? In the words of Shay. How well did that work out for you? It don't work. It don't work. you have a better chance changing yourself. You can't change people. You can't change these people. And every time you try, you get your feelings hurt. And the reason you get your feelings hurt is because you don't want to accept people for who they are right now. It's not saying that they can't change or they won't change, but you have to come to the realization of that's who they are right now. Could you love them? You could love them, but you don't have to be around them. I don't know where we get this thing where as though we say, you know, in order for me to show or prove my love to these people, I have to be around them. No, you don't. You don't have to be around them. Earlier, when I was on the bus, this idea came to me that people love you as much as they love themselves. I remember when I was a kid, let me know in the comment section if your parents ever did this. So when I was a kid, I remember my mother or my father, they would say, how much you love me? And I would say, I love you this much, right? Like put my arms out and extend it. Like, I love you this much, right? But my arms would be out. And for some reason, that memory came up when I was on a bus. And a download came right behind it. And the download was, people love you as much as they love themselves. And they can't love you more than they love themselves. And we hear it all the time. You know, when I was a teenager, I remember feeling like, well, he got to love me more than he loved himself, because if he loved me more than he loved himself, then there's love. That is not love. that is not love. Let me tell you something. If you want somebody to love you more than they love themselves, they are going to expect so much from you. They are going to expect so much from you, like codependency. I gave you my love, so do this for me. You know, I gave you this. I put you first, so do this for me. You know, they're going to expect so much. Honey, you got to come with it already. You have to come with you loving yourself already. You have to come with that. And you have to love yourself more than me. And I know for some people, they may feel they gotta, because what could they give me? If they don't love themselves, what the hell what you think they gonna give you? They ain't gonna be able to give you nothing, because they seeking. They seeking for you to give it to them. But if you have it, which you do, and if they have it, voila, the magic begins. But if you feel empty and they feel empty, God darn it, what you think gonna come? What you think is going to happen when both of you guys come together? If you see that if you feel like you're empty and they feel like they empty, I mean, it's not a good look, Billy. All right, all right. It's really not a good look. Okay, if you empty and they feel like they empty, come on now. All right, I am full. This was good. I'm telling you guys, now I don't want to tempt anyone. Okay, like this is like beer or something. Listen, this is soda. Okay. Now, if you don't like soda, if you're a person that's like, girl, ain't nobody drinking it, low vibrations. Ain't nobody drinking that low vibration stuff, that low frequency stuff. Right? Listen, this is not for you. Okay, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones that drinks this, right? That drinks the Mountain Dews and the stuff like that. I got to hold off on it, you know? But in the meantime, now it's a few drinks that I have from Dollar Tree. But I would have to say, this is by far the best of the best. Out of all the drinks that I had from them. And I didn't have a whole lot of drinks from them. I had a few. Like that Shirley Temple drink. Oh my goodness. They just need to throw that in the trash. That is so nasty. It tastes like nothing. I tried it. I said, oh, Shirley Temple, it should be good. Honey, it belong in a basura. Okay. Trash. Just trash, like Forky said from Toy Story. Okay. Do you guys watch Toy Story? Listen. All right. I have a few favorite anime. Well, I don't know if you would call them anime, but a few movies that I absolutely love, like Disney flicks. Okay. So one, Coco. If you do not like Coco, we just can't be friends. We just can't be friends if you don't like Coco. Because I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, I really don't. If you don't like Coco, the movie, me and you, we just can't be friends, honey. It would not work. Okay. Coco is one. Toy Story, I believe it's Toy Story 3. Well, Forky. When he keeps saying he's trash, hands down the best of the best. Also, Monsters. If you don't like Monsters, the Monsters University, I think it's called. We definitely it just will not work. I mean, it's just not gonna work. Definitely not. Okay. So those are my top 3 kid movies that I can think of for now. Is another movie is called Henry something. Me and my youngest children watched it. Honey, I was in the bed. I was laying in the bed watching it with them, and I was up there crying. Right? I was up there crying, and I couldn't let them see me cry, right? Well, sometimes they do, but they don't really say too much, I may say, I just yawned. But Henry, I'm trying to think of it. I think, is it Henry Adventures? Adventures. I don't know. It's an older movie. What was that other movie we watched with damn it, what's his name? Mel Gibson. Monsters? No, it wasn't Monsters. Was it Monsters? Monster Campus? It came out like in the summertime. Mel Gibson newest movie with the kids. That movie? Oh my goodness. Hands down the best of it was really, really good. Mel Gibson. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie. I can't think of the name. Really, really good. So I gave you guys a few movies that you may want to watch. Really good movies, okay? I mean, they children movies that I watched. Okay. All right. Now, with that being said, I love you folks. Rock out, believe in yourself, keep on going, keep on growing, and know that God wants you to win. Okay, you already won. You're here. Okay, and you are the creator of your reality. Whatever it is that you desire for your life, you can have it. All right, and do understand that God is always working through you if you allow God to work through you. If you allow that, that's the key word, allow. All right. Sometimes you have to move yourself out the way and allow the all-knowing, all-being to do what God needs to do. Now, with that being said, 2 things, 3 things, well, 4. I want you guys to try the sriracha ranch sauce. I mean, if you don't like hot sauce, don't try this. Don't try it. And then also the crunchy chili onions, really good. Well, Bills, but the strawberry is, personally my favorite. And then the dumplings from Dollar Tree. But the beef, not chicken, not pork. I mean, do what works for you. My favorite is definitely the beef, though. Until next time, folks, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.